Well, good morning. It's Mornings with James, Jess FM, Jess TV. Hope your day is off to a great start. Some fun things yesterday. I had a couple of technical glitches yesterday, but I just wanted to share with you a couple of things. So we'll just do a quick little live here with regards to that. Had Sydney in yesterday from the Lethbridge College talking about Coulee Fest, which is coming up September the 15th. Now, Coulee Fest, this will be the second annual, and we don't know if it's going to be an annual event yet, but what we do know is about 2,500 people attended last year. And this year is being set to be an even bigger event. It is set to go September 15th from 1 until 7 p.m. And they're going to have bands, there's going to be food trucks, all kinds of fun. And it is a family event. And according to Sydney, the best part about this, it is absolutely free. And it's a great opportunity for the college admin, the college students, and the alumni to reconnect with the community and the community to connect with them too. So pretty excited to basically be able to share that information, and that's coming up September 15th. Now mark it down in your calendars. Now because of the technical glitches that we had, we're going to be talking with Sydney again on Tuesday next week, and we'll be chatting about some of the fun and excitement, and of course the ghost in the machine. What drives her forward? What makes her focus happen? What makes her who she is? And part of this great organization that is the Lethbridge College, and then how other people can get involved in some of the fun and wonderful things that they're doing there. So that'll be really exciting. This morning, coming up after 9 o'clock, I've got some special guests coming in from the WWE. Yes, the WWE. So I'm looking forward to being the tiniest guy on the set. And then, of course, Shannon Phillips will be in on Friday morning. So it is just going to be an action-packed week. Now, the fun part about this is that when we do these interviews, when these special guests come in, we are sharing so many wonderful and amazing things about the community so that you can connect. So that all the things that you see out there that you think, oh, I can't possibly do that. Yes, you can. You have the power to get out, connect, and to just take it to the next level, to be amazing, and just to learn a little bit more about the community itself. So I'm really excited every time I have a guest in, really excited about that, and of course looking forward to my guest coming up this morning. So that said, always important, make sure you connect, make sure you get out there, and as always, if you've ever got any questions, or if you'd like to come on the program, and by the way, I am looking for guests who want to do some speed trancing demos, who would like to actually come on the air and get hypnotized. How much fun would that be? So I'll be doing some trancing demonstrations. So after Sydney comes in next week, or maybe I'll talk to Sydney and see, maybe we can hypnotize her on the air as well. I think that would be just great. And so that's where the show's moving forward. It's still your morning motivation by design. We're going to tag in a little bit of hypnotic focus with that and see what kind of changes we can make to your reality. So I want you to keep this in mind. Till we chat again, which will be very shortly, there are 7 billion people in the world. There's nobody quite like you. That is cause for celebration. That is cause for new and renewed. We are good. Hey, good morning. It's Mornings with James, Jess FM, Jess TV, and I got a couple of special guests in the studio with me this morning talking about Pure Power Wrestling. That's right, Pure Power Wrestling. It's fun, it's amazing, but how often do you get a chance to actually sit down with the people to find out sort of more about the ghost in the machine, as we say. So in the studio with me this morning we have Kenny. Welcome to the program. Glad to have you in here. And Curtis. Fantastic. And I'm looking at you guys and I'm thinking to myself, I was expecting these mammoth guys to come in and you guys come in and go like, okay, what this is, because you are tiny guys for the world of wrestling. Although the t-shirt fits the role. It looks great. It looks great. So Kenny, starting things off, tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got involved, and what is Pure Power Wrestling about, and how do you guys make that show happen?
Well, first, how I became involved, right place at the right time. I was walking down a little strip mall on the north side of Lethbridge. Just so happened to see a poster up in the window. At the time, I had been in Lethbridge for about a year. I moved from Edmonton. I looked at the poster and thought, wow, there's wrestling to be seen here. Been a fan my whole life. Hadn't heard about it, so that following Saturday, it was just a few days later, went and checked out a show, and that became my monthly entertainment ever since then. And until I got involved, it's a great show, family friendly, but then again, you got anyone from the male 18 to 35 demographic. It's just as much for them too. So again, a thing everyone can enjoy, and a great way to spend Saturday night.
Yeah. And so, Pure Power Wrestling, where does it come from?
It's Lethbridge based. Gothic Knight, former wrestler. He had wrestling opportunities in WCW and WWE at the time. Very, very big name, very respected name in the business, not just in Lethbridge.
And a huge guy too. I've known the Gothic Knight. We used to actually work out at the same gym together.
Okay.
Well, I couldn't call what I did working out. I mean, he would just take all the weights and put them all on the bar, and then lift everything, and then we would have to hang on the end because if you've never seen the Gothic Knight, he is a very formidable guy, wonderful guy. But you take the three of us, put us together, and we might be about his size.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yeah. So I from what I've been told, after he kind of stepped out of the wrestling part of it, although he did wrestle in PPW for many years, he had a vision. He wanted to ever since the closing of Stampede, Stampede Wrestling, there was kind of a void in southern Alberta and Alberta in general for professional wrestling. So he had a vision, and he wanted to keep it alive, and he's done that, and we're just trying to keep it going.
Yeah. Well, great. Curtis, how'd you get involved?
I kind of had a trial by fire back here in October. They were down a ref, and I'd been going for quite a while as a fan, and got to know some of the guys there, and threw me in the ring as the ref. They obviously liked what I had to say, what I did, and X amount of months later, I'm now the head official for Pure Power Zone Wrestling.
Well,
so as much as I might be a small person, I'm a ref.
Yeah.
So, and we do have some big boys. We have the world's largest cruiserweight, the big sexy beast Bradley Graham, coming in at 169 kilograms, which some confusion about the cruiserweight.
That's 350 pounds.
369.
369.
69 pounds.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I've gotten splat, the big splat on me, the big splash. We were in Milk River last month as part of trying to expand our territory. Yeah, I had to go one-on-one with him, and I'll be honest, I didn't last too long. Any bit of offense I got in on him, I just bounced off, and then at the end, big splash out of the corner. He put me down pretty quick. So it's tough. It's tough when you got to go up against a guy that big.
Yeah.
However, on the topic of size, we do have a very, very good cruiserweight division.
Sorry, what is cruiserweight? What is that?
Under the official weight is you have to be under 205 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah, so then you qualify. You're eligible for that division and that title. August 11th at the German Canadian Club, our next show. We have the cruiserweight title on the line. Champion Travis the Heat Copeland will be defending against Jumpin' Josh. Two guys the fans love. Crowd's going to be electric for that one. It's two very good athletes. You're going to see a lot of high flying. Again, something that you're not going to see the heavyweights do. So that cruiserweight division adds a special element to the show. Definitely.
Yeah. And so what does a guy do to prepare for something like this? Like, is it a really heavy duty workout regimen? A lot of stretching involved? Like, would the moves be the same as what we used to see back in the day with the Stampede wrestling and stuff like that? Back in the days of The Rock, guys flying in arm bars stuff. Like, do you do that?
That's what we do. That is what we do. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of the traditional based stuff going back to Stampede and earlier.
Yeah.
A lot of us grew up on that, the Stampede and the local. And of course the WWE or F at the time when we were growing up, and we're always innovating.
Yeah,
new moves coming in. Every month.
Yeah, we're in the ring a couple nights a week, training. practicing, perfecting what we do, because again, you want to put out the best product possible to
Yeah.
get people coming back, and the ones that are there, the ones that pay their hard-earned money to come watch us perform, we want to give the best we can to them. So we're always getting creative too. There are things that we see, the basics that you get taught early, then you incorporate those into some maybe more high risk, tricky, if you will, for lack
Yeah.
of a better term, moves to do to everything. You want it to look good, right? You want
Yeah.
to make the people jump out of their seats.
So I know sometimes the guys talk about, like, when I've watched some of the things the guys do, the hits and everything, you go like, that's a crock. Like you're not going to hurt anyone like doing a fake punch like that and what have you. Is it? God, how do you say that? Is it more realistic with you guys in pure power, or is it more showy? Is it like when you talk about the title being on the line? The guys, somebody's going to want to have that title, but in WWE, these things were always determined beforehand. Like this guy was going to win, this guy was going to take the fall, and stuff like that. Is it the same sort of thing, or are these guys like, nope, this is mine?
Absolutely, yeah. You play to win, like hockey, baseball, football. You're there because you want to win.
Yeah.
So yeah, you give it your all. Yes, I don't think at this point in time it's a secret. You're not clocking somebody square in the nose. You're not. You're not trying to.
Yeah,
knock
you're not trying to
teeth
break
out.
somebody's.
Yeah, you're not trying to take
Excuse me.
nine teeth on a guy. But you hit hard. You
Yeah.
hit hard, and you hit hard where the guy's going to be able to go to work Monday morning.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
the most part.
Yeah,
Things do happen.
Things happen again.
So what's the worst injury you've ever had?
Very badly sprained ankle.
And that's just some big 369-pound guy landing on you, or
No, you know what? This was 100% my fault. Anytime I've been hurt, it's been my fault. A lot of wrestling is the guy taking the move has to be accountable too. It was a vertical suplex in practice training. I went over too far, and instead of landing flat on my back, my feet landed first. My foot turned in on me.
Ouch.
And yeah, it wasn't fun. Well, you remember this? My foot was pretty purple from toe to halfway up my shin for a couple of weeks. Yeah, yeah. But again, you're gonna hear any wrestler say this. It's not ballet out there.
No.
Nothing
Yeah.
against ballet, but
Yeah.
it's physical. It's a very physical product. And going back to what I said, anytime I've been hurt, it's been my own fault. So it's you gotta trust the guy who you're working with.
Yeah.
And,
So how many people compete? Like you talk about, like the title's up for grabs. Is it a yearly thing? Do you go through a series of matches and people get points? How does that work for you guys?
Well, a lot of it has to do with your win-loss record. A lot of times there'll be two guys competing, and then the winner of that match will get to face the champion at the next show. That's a pretty basic way to do it. There are tournaments, things of that nature.
You
where,
gotta earn your title shot.
Yeah.
You don't just
Yeah.
show up and
Yeah.
go in.
Yeah.
From my experience with PPW, titles are on the line every month.
Yep. Yeah. Every again, we run about once a month in Lethbridgeshire. Since I believe it was February. Our home has been now the German Canadian Club.
Yeah. It's a great facility for it.
It is.
Oh,
yeah. This one we have the option of playing with the lights a little bit. So that adds almost a theater atmosphere to it. It's got the balconies
Yeah.
in there. Yeah, it looks like it's got a really neat feel.
ECW-ish
Yeah,
feel.
yeah, very much. Yeah. But I mean, every show we want to treat like it's WrestleMania. We want to put the best possible show out there. Again, in indie wrestling, you almost got to treat the audience like it's their first time at the show, and potentially their last. So you got to bring it every month. You can't take a show off.
And so how many? So what was the date in August?
The 11th.
So August 11th at the German Canadian Club. And what time do you start?
Doors open at 6:30. Bell time at 7.
Bell time at 7. How many matches do we expect to see? And then, like, overall, how many competitors, how many wrestlers are in PPW?
Usually it shows about 6 matches, typically 6, 7. Again depending on the event. In February we have the Power Rumble, so there's only I think 4 singles matches. And then after the intermission, then we had it was upwards of about 30 guys in there, one after another, over the top rope battle royal, and the winner of that.
Literally, it's like tag team, or one guy goes in, beats the other guy, and then another guy comes.
Yeah, two wrestlers start, and then I believe it was 90 seconds.
Yeah.
One more comes out, and then the only way to be eliminated is getting thrown over the top rope with both feet hitting the floor. That was actually my
Wow.
debut match. Yeah, that was my
Holy
first one.
Yeah.
It sounds terrifying, actually.
Yeah.
It is, yeah, because
Like you're in there, right? And then what was the big guy's name?
the big sexy beast, Bradley Graham.
Yeah, the big.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna wrestle a guy like that.
Yeah, it's scary. It's scary at times, especially getting thrown over, because from the ground to the top rope is about 8 feet.
Yeah.
So that's a long way down.
Yeah. And we
It's a
don't.
long way down.
There's no padding on the floor for us.
Yeah.
We're hitting the floor.
Yeah, that's a
They're hitting the
gymnasium
floor,
floor.
I should say.
There.
I have hit the floor.
Yeah, I'll
Refs
give-
aren't safe either.
Yeah,
We
refs
talked about
aren't- yeah.
injuries. The Rumble's actually in March. In February, I was doing a match, reffing a match with Cowboy Bryn Watts and Travis Heat Copeland, and Cowboy didn't like what I was doing, got in my face, slammed me, threw me out of the ring, and actually dislocated my ribs.
Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And is that an infraction of some kind for him?
At the time, funny you mention that, because our commissioner, Vinny Valentine, he's not a very good
You
dude.
get like the mafia.
yeah.
And so we're with
yeah.
Vinny Valentine. Don't talk about his mom or
Yeah.
anything. He'll get the sexy beast to slam you.
Yeah.
Vinny is not a fan of mine.
No, yeah, see, and when he's the guy in charge and he doesn't like you, he kind of tends to look the other way, so not a lot of discipline happened to
So
the
I missed
Cowboy
March
after
events
that.
because of that.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow, it sounds like it sounds like a great entertainment event, but it also sounds like something where, well, you just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you
And
never
that's
do.
and
Yeah.
that's kind of the fun of it. What's the ticket price like? Is there a family pass? Seniors? What?
Right now it's 15 in advance. Tickets are available at King of Trade and purepowerwrestling.ca, and at the door on the day of the show they are $20.
Okay. And it's just rush seating when you go in there, or what's?
Yeah, general admission. Chairs all around the venue, and yeah, you get there, find a seat, and enjoy. Got a concession, merchandise. All the boys bring their.
Is
their
there like
t-shirts.
beer for sale? Anything like that?
Oh, we're working on that.
Working
We're
on it.
working on
Something
that.
looking
and,
into.
Yeah, and off the record, if you wanted to sneak something in,
Nobody would know about it.
I wouldn't tell on you. I wouldn't tell on you if you wanted to have a.
I hear nothing.
We're just the commissioner's not listening at all. Anything like that. Well, you know what? It sounds like Pure Power Wrestling is. It sounds like just a ton of fun if you're looking for some unique entertainment. So August 11th, doors open at 6:30. Matches start at 7 o'clock. $15 in advance at purepowerwrestling.ca.
Yeah, correct.
And you know what? It just sounds like fun. People always talk about, oh, there's not much to do, but here you guys are doing this thing that is incredibly exceptional, and bringing wrestling to the community. And for example, for myself, I had no idea. I like to pretend that I know what's going on in the community, but I honestly, and I haven't talked to the Gothic Knight for many years. Haven't seen him around for a while, and so I had completely forgotten about it. And I remember they were doing matches at the Lethbridge Lodge,
Yeah.
years back. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And but I'm so glad you guys were able to come on the program to share about that, because I know there are wrestling fans all over the place that just are not getting their fill of wrestling, and that type of entertainment, that up close and personal entertainment, I think it's something that that people just miss out on. So, Kenny, thank you very much for coming on the
Thank you very
program.
much for having us.
Curtis, be safe out there. Yeah, be safe, you
Will do.
poor guy.
Yeah. Just one more thing. August 11th, our main event. We have Cougar Meat Kyle Sebastian, our heavyweight champion, who's wrestled all across Western Canada.
Yeah, I did a couple Japan tours. And
Oh,
he's
wow.
not even 30 years old yet.
Yeah.
Well.
He is something special to see. Absolutely,
And
yeah.
he's defending the title against Chris Paris, coming from St. Albert, Alberta, who's held titles all across
yeah.
Alberta.
Yeah, two very fierce competitors, and more importantly, two guys who do not like each other.
Wow.
There's some bad
Yeah,
blood there.
with the biggest prize in our company on the line, so it's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
Those two bring it every time.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you know what? It sounds spectacular. We'll make sure we get all the links posted up here so that you can click in, follow along, and once again, it's Pure Power Wrestling. Huge event coming up on August the 11th. Doors open at 6:30. Get your tickets in advance. It'll only be $15, $20 at the door. And the big title match, two guys that just don't like each other. Cougar Meat. Great names. Great names. How much fun is that? Hey, until we get a chance to talk again, stay connected. Here's one great way of connecting with the community. A couple of guys that are doing some amazing things, bringing people together, having a little bit of fun at the same time, and providing some really interesting entertainment. Stay connected, stay inspired. Remember, there's 7 billion people in the world, and there's nobody like you, or me, or that Jesse guy that's behind the scenes looking after everything for us. So stay inspired. That alone should let you know